Welcome back everyone to another episode of Let's Play Majora's Mask. In the last one, we got filled in on what we actually have to do because we returned it to a Deku Scrub and we got some magic from the Great Fairy so we can shoot bubbles. Also, we have this great adventure we have to do in 3 days, but first I'm going to talk to this little guy. What do you want, Shrimp? I'm busy practicing with a blowgun. If you can't pop that balloon, then don't mess with Jim. Grr. So this little guy is the leader of the Bombers. Is that their name? The Bombers? Yeah, something like that. Anyways, he is blown out of his mind that someone actually popped that. Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for Deku Scrub. That's a racist, and I'm gonna report you. Okay, that is not cool. We Bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. Thought so. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're getting in that easily. I can't just tell you what the code is. You'll have to pass my test first. Are you ready? Yeah, I am. Alright, line up, guys. If you can find all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you the code. Are you ready? I'm ready. And there's always that slow one. Anyways, this is actually a required minigame that you have to partake in order to progress with the game. You do have until the next morning, but to be honest, you don't need that long. There's only 5 of them, so that's 4 left. The leader is right over in this corner. They're always in the same position, but the code is always different, so it's required that you do this. Because you could, technically, if you knew the code, you could just walk right through. You wouldn't have to do this. But we need to know the code, because there's like 128,000 possibilities with 5 digits. Something like that, I think. I'm not sure. Anyways, this is East Clocktown. In here there are 2 people, 2 bombers. Technically a third if you count the guard right over there. But, yeah. So that guy, his yellow hat signifies that he's special. And he does nothing other than just protect the door. That's 2 left. He has the chicken, the cuckoo. You gotta be careful because you can actually hurt it, and I don't know if it's possible to make it angry at you. And well, I think it is by spinning at it because it damages it. It's just you gotta be careful because you really could screw yourself over. And this guy, it's really annoying because they run around pretty far, and if they get into the doorways like this, you can actually walk through without hitting them. So you have to go through the doorway, then go back, and then keep trying that. It's really annoying. Also, you'll probably see me spam. It's sort of like a annoying tick I have to spam the spin ability, the attacking or rolling, as if you were Link. The spin as a Deku Scrub. By the way, this is West Clocktown, where the final person is, final bomber. You'll see me using it a lot. It looks cool, sounds cool, and it's pretty fast, so it's very useful for getting around, and it does minor damage. So I don't know how much, but anyways. If only you were human, then I could give you an original Bomber's Notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? No way, no scrubs. I guess not. Once we let some kid who wasn't human join our gang, and boy, did we ever regret it, sorry. But I'll teach you the code, just like I promised. I can tell you only once though, so pay close attention. That's right, the code is 13524. The entrance to our hideout is in East Clocktown. Good, got it. And with that done, we can head straight over to East Clocktown. Like I said, if we had known this, we could easily just ignore the game. I guess you could try to guess it, but that's very inefficient. Anyways, it's not too bad of a game, so it only takes about 2 in-game hours. So let's input the code. I actually made sure to write it down. I think I still have it over here. Yep, there it is. I cannot forget. Oh, if I do forget the code, you can go talk to the bombers, and I believe any of the blue capped ones will remind you what the code is. So to the observatory, it's not 3 p.m. so we're doing pretty good on time, but you'll see we don't actually need half or most of the time you're given here. Down in the sewers, you gotta be careful of the water because you can actually drown as a Deku. That's one of the problems that the Deku Scrub has. But you can avoid that by bouncing on the water. You get, I think, 5 bounces or 4, something like that. But you get a little bit higher up near the end, and you also lose your momentum if you're going. So you gotta be careful how and where you jump from and what angle. So yes, I know. I wonder how the astronomer knows Skull Kid. Look at the time, we don't have 3 days. Yeah, title will always just keep reminding you, it's annoying. But a good trick is that when you're about to jump over the water, in the same way that you can roll off a jump to go farther, you can spin off of a ledge to bounce more on the water. Yes, we are a new friend of the Bummers Gang. Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friend from the other day. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze into the telescope? Yes. Again, this is needed only for the fact that it triggers something. But you can look around, you can look over there, but really you want to look right up on top of the clock tower, which we find Majora. Not Majora, okay, we find the Skull Kid with Majora's mask on it. And that creepy moon. I think that's the first time I've looked up at the moon so far. So, all we have to do there is look at him, and it'll trigger the little small cutscene, just so that the moon's tear will drop, and we actually need it so that we can get into, or I should say instead, we can get on top of the clock tower. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that opens only on the eve of the carnival. Yep, so he's explaining that we have to get on the platform where there is a heart piece that we can't get to unless we have the moon's tear, because it's needed to use the Deku flower. But yeah, this is the moon's tear. Its sparkling beauty radiates something. I don't know the rest of it. Anyways, so we could run around and do whatever we want, go collect money. Oh wait, you can't, because you can't leave Termina. You can't leave what? Clock Town. The area around, just in the same way that in Ocarina of Time it's called Hyrule. This one's called Termina. Yeah, you can't go into Termina Field. That's what I was trying to say. Unless you have a sword, so you can't go unless you get changed back first. So this is a Scarecrow. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. If you like, baby, we can forget the time and dance until night. Shall we dance? Yes, we shall. Oh yeah, in that case, forget the time. Let's dance. I love this music. So classic. Also, the waving, the blurring of the Scarecrow is a little bit trippy here. Anyways, it's very useful if you want to just ignore doing other stuff and go straight for the final day, because that's what you really need to do, because there's not too much you can do. Oh yeah, how was it? It went by an instant, right? I'm still full of energy. If you like, baby, we can forget the time and dance till dawn. Shall we? I will. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to when I'm done dancing. Oh yeah, how was it? It went by an instant, right? I'm still full of energy, again. But outside it seems to have gotten kind of dangerous. Yeah, because I'm getting out of town. Take care. And then he's like, oh wait, I know a mysterious song that allows you to manipulate the flow of time. Would you like to learn it? Yeah. And this is really useful, and you don't actually technically have to talk to him. You can actually just use it if you know it. But if you play that mysterious song, he's referencing something else, backwards you can slow the time. And if you play each note twice, you can move a half day forward through time. I'll be using this a lot, so you'll see it later. How's that? Pretty interesting, isn't it? If you learn a new song, come and try it on me. Until then, I'll see you later, baby. So, yep. Now that we're done talking to him, we can go straight over to where we need to. And we can intrude upon this guy's space. This is my private property. Don't try using it when I'm not around. The town's carnival is starting to look a little iffy. I'm thinking of closing up shop so I can get her a gift, or get a gift from the wife and return to her in my village. I've heard that stone called the Moon's Tear shines brighter than any other in the land. If you got one, I'd really like to get it from you. My wife would love it. If you give it to me, I'll give you my spot here, the Deku flower included. So yep, we can just bring out the Moon's Tear, and this is actually part of a trading sequence that we can partake in later, and we will, probably, because it's pretty helpful. And I don't think it's needed, but it's helpful, because you get a lot of cool stuff from it. So we get the land title deed. I think there's 4 deeds in all that are part of the trade sequence. She hasn't set her eyes on the jewel like... Oh, okay. The title deed should be in high demand. If you don't need any more, call me. So yeah, guy came here to say, oh, don't take my stuff, and then promptly leaves once he realizes that he can get something out of it, which is, you know, understandable. So that guy goes off to wherever, and then how it would work is we would go to the next guy, and that guy would want to come here, and then we would keep moving up the chain. So with the Deku Flower, we're finally able to get up to this platform. I think it's possible, like speedrun tactics, skip everything and just go straight here without needing to move here, but I don't know. So we'll just wait until it's midnight, and the time has finally come to face the Skull Kid and his mask. Or the Skull Kid wearing the mask, regardless. I'm just going to call him Majora, because it's a misnomer, but it's what I always want to call him. So yeah, the clock tower turns into this weird sort of structure that almost looks like a battering ram, and the door opens up, which is what we really want. Don't stop now, look, you can get up there now. Yeah, so once it hits midnight, time technically slows down if you think about it, because usually time is moving pretty fast. But you now have 5 minutes to get what you have to do done. Well, technically 6, regardless. Sis! Ah, Tail! We've been looking for you two! Hey, Skull Kid, what if you gave that mask you're wearing back now? Hey, come on, are you listening? Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the 4 who are there, bring them here. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy! No! What are you doing to my brother? Skull Kid, do you think that you're our friend after that? Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. And with that, the moon starts really crashing down. So this is where we would have to do something, but I think I'll show you first what happens if you just wait it out and actually don't take any action. So 5 minutes, count it down, goes to 10, starts getting real serious, all orange text and all that. And you'll get to see what happens when you don't fulfill the prophecy, I guess, because you are the chosen one and all that stuff. Man, I love this cutscene. Ugh. Chills. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Yeah, that's creepy! So I think instead of waiting out, we're actually gonna target him and shoot a bubble. Yeah, bubble takes down Majora, or Skull Kid, and all we have to do is stun him, and he drops the ocarina, our precious item. And with that, we can pick it up, and we got back the Ocarina of Time. Princess Zelda gave you this precious instrument. Set it to a button and use a button to use it. Suddenly, memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you. You are already leaving this land of Hyrule, aren't you? Even though it was only a short time, I feel like I've known you forever. I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule. And I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. Until that day comes, please take this. I am praying that your journey be a safe one. If something should happen to you, remember this song. This reminds me of us. This is the first of many songs you'll be learning in this game. And I play it to you, you repeat it back, and then you suddenly know the whole song. You remember the Song of Time. This melody lingering on the edges of your mind is a song of memories of Princess Zelda. So this is... the goddess of time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. So yeah, this song is integral to the plot and game, the whole game of Majora's Mask. Snap out of it! What are you doing getting lost in memories? Get a hold of yourself. Getting the old ocarina back isn't gonna help anything. Somebody, anybody, goddess of time, help us please, we need more time. More time? Are you saying we have to go back? Not to the future, because that's not what I'm talking about, but we have to play the song. Huh? When did you get that instrument? You saw me pick it up. You even said getting it back won't... Whatever. I think she actually means the sort of trumpet thing we have. Or tuba. Would it be more like a tuba? Regardless, we get to play the song. Sounds pretty cool. I like the color. Dawn of the first day, 72 hours remain. That's right, we're back! We've returned to the exact moment that we stepped out from the clock tower. And she's right, everything did return. Except it breaks the effect that the dog isn't moving, regardless. Everything started over. And the moon? It's up in its place in the sky. What are you, anyway? That song you played, the instrument. That instrument! Wait, that's it! Your instrument! The masked salesman said that if you got back your precious thing that was stolen from you, he'd return you to normal. Did you completely forget or what? Yep, so with that we can return it right back inside. But that means one tricky thing. We can't actually return it before we had our horse stolen. So we're trapped here. So we have to help. Were you able to get... what? Camera's weird. Oh, you got it! You got it! You got it! You got it! Then listen to me. Play this song I'm about to perform and remember it well. Follow along after me. Yeah, I think we should point out the fact that there's an organ he uses like 3 keys on. He pulled it out of nowhere. And I'm just okay with that, like tuba-ing it up. I don't think that's a verb, but still, it's ridiculous. So we learn our second song pretty quickly after the first, which is the Song of Healing. I really like this scene right here. Just Link like accepting the spirits of the Deku Scrub, being like, "Hey, buddy, see you later." And then a mask. He's back to normal. This is a melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. I'm sure it'll be of assistance to you in the future. Well, it doesn't just turn them into masks, because that's one of the features. Ah yes, I gave you this mask in commemoration of this day. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape that you just were. When you remove it, you will return to normal. Another key mechanic. So we got our first of 4 needed masks. Well, 3, whatever. You got the Deku mask to keep as a memento. The 4th is optional, but I'm gonna get it. Wear the mask with a button to inhabit the body of a Deku. Press the button to return to normal. Now, I've fulfilled my promise to you. So please, give me that which you promised me. Don't tell me. My mask. You did. Get it back, didn't you? What have you done to me? If you leave my mask out there, something terrible will happen. The mask that was stolen from me. It's called Majora's Mask. The title of this game. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. It is said that an evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's Mask were so great the Ancient Ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. But now that tribe from the legend has vanished, so no one really knows the true nature of that mask's power. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. When I finally had it, I could sense the doom of dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. And now that imp has it. I am begging you, you must get back that mask, quickly, or something horrible will happen. I'm begging you, you must do it. Really? You'll do it for me? I was certain you would tell me that. You'll be fine. Surely you can do it. Believe in your strengths. Believe. Yep, so with that, the world really opens up to you now, because you can leave Clocktown and go anywhere in the world, technically. That mask, the Skull Kid uses the power of that mask to do terrible things. Well, whatever it takes, we've got to do something about it. The swamp, mountains, ocean, canyon that Tail was trying to tell us about. I bet he was referring to the 4 areas just outside town. There's one in each compass direction. But what do you suppose he meant by the 4 who are there? I have no idea. He always skips important stuff. I guess we should go and find out. If you go through that gate straight ahead, we'll be heading in the direction of the swamp. Oh yes, we will do that, but not yet, because we've come to the end of this episode. But first I want to show the other way of saving. Other than going back in time, you can hit owl statues, brutalize them with your sword, and they open up their wings, which signifies that you've been there. You can save your progress and quit here. When you reselect your file, you can come back to this to this very place at this very time, so you don't have to go back in time to save. And this is also helpful because later on you can use these as a fast travel method. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching this episode of Let's Play Majora's Mask, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.